It's the Cornermen Radio Live with BARZINI and BOXINGEYE. I want to congratulate Jarrett Hurd and Ernesto Rodriguez. I have a new name for Jarrett Hurd. They all call him the Swift, but I call him King Swift. Swift King, the new king, pound for pound, 154 champion, Jarrett Hurd, Swift Jarrett Hurd. I was so fucking proud of Ernesto Rodriguez and Jarrett Hurd for having one of a classic and a domination fight of Alexander Lara, the last Cuban to be defeated. All the Cubans are wiped out. I want to make it a race thing, but let's get into the matchup. Jarrett Hurd versus Julian Williams, J-Rock. Julian Williams is now the IBF mandatory for Jarrett Hurd. I think this matchup is a no-brainer. Everybody know I'm from Philly. We had J-Rock on our show. I like J-Rock. I'm a fan of J-Rock. But it's going to be a tough fight. J-Rock is going to give Jarrett Hurd work. You know what I mean? He's going to give him work. It's going to be as tough as it can be, but I don't see J-Rock can handle Jarrett Hurd. Jarrett Hurd is gonna give J-Rock a whooping. You know what I mean? I don't know how if it's gonna be a debatable fight. Can J-Rock last 12 rounds with Jarrett Hurd? I'm not sure, but I know it's gonna be a dope matchup as long as it lasts, or it's gonna be a tough 12-round fight. But Jarrett Hurd will win this fight. It's a no-brainer. I just don't see Jarrett Hurd losing to a guy named J-Rock. You know what I mean? But all respect to him. What's your take on the matchup?
Yeah, man. Congrats to Jarrett Hurd and Ernesto. I mean, since I've seen them against Galarza to Oscar Molina, to a fight in between, to Tony Harrison, to beating Austin Trout and having the fight of the year against Lara, all props to him. I can't wait to see the next fight and the rest of the career. But J-Rock, honestly, looking at it from a different standpoint, Julian Williams, is that a good option for him? To I know he wants another shot at the championship, but would you say he's rushing a shot after having two good wins? Let's tip our caps to J-Rock. Came back from a hard loss against Jamal. I mean, his chin was checked, and he came back and fought Ishe Smith. Obviously, much respect to Ishe, gritty veteran. You know, I know he's an ex-world champ. Is he the greatest? No, but is he a tough fucking competitor? Yes. And J-Rock got through that fight, but he didn't get through it as handily as he would want to see a guy who's, you know, looking for a championship at a top-heavy division. And then, you know, he had some trouble. You know, he came on strong versus the Jamaican in his last fight. And he got the W, did what he had to do, but he still showed signs of not the greatest durability. He's got a good jab. He's got a lot of good tools. But if I'm advising personally, if I'm advising J-Rock, I'm telling him, yo, you might as well wait for some belts to be vacated, because I don't want, unless you want a short career, because, you know, if you want to be fed to the lion and Jarrett Hurd, go right ahead. But wake the fuck up. You got to smarten up. He wasn't, listen, J-Rock, you know, he talk, I like him, you know what I mean? He talk. I don't know how his career, you know, I'm not in his team or whatever, but like I always say, he came on the show, I said, yo, don't fucking fight Jamal. You gotta see, you gotta be able to see the angles that they're they're setting you up at, man. Like, You know, now he's had the good fights against Ishe and the good fight against the Jamaican dude there. I forgot his name, but
Nathaniel Gallimore.
Yeah, Nathaniel Gallimore. These are the fights he should have had before he went for a title shot. Now he's a little rocked. He's always going to be in the back of his head. And Jarrett Hurd, not like Jarrett Hurd's got the most pop. He just wears people down. And I noticed J-Rock doesn't have the greatest stamina either. So, you know, I don't think it's a good fight for J-Rock. I personally feel like, you know, Jamal would say, okay. I mean, Jarrett would say, yeah, sure, if the payday's right. But I don't think Hurd would even take that fight because I think he's looking to bigger and better things. I think J-Rock's got to keep winning. I know he's an IBF mandatory. I don't know. There's a lot of question marks in that fight where for me personally, I don't ever think it's going to go down because of Hurd, but because J-Rock's people are going to wait patiently at 154 for the right opportunity if they really want to get him a world championship shot and get him at the right place at the right time. And Jarrett Hurd, he's not going to beat Jarrett Hurd, bro. I'm sorry. Not happening. But, yeah, that's all I got.